Can we wear a baseball cap or fitted hat with the intention of covering the head like the Prophet ﷺ? Or is it better to wear something of the lines of a kufi? My personal opinion is that it's best to wear something on the lines of a kufi. That's best. Even living in America or Canada or the UK, that's best. In my personal opinion, that's better than wearing a baseball hat. Now here we have a rock and a hard place. The first is the question mentioned with regards to covering the head, which is generally an Islamic concept. The Prophet ﷺ covered his head. It was from his culture, his tradition to cover the head, especially outside. A means of respect, a means of reverence is that men in Arabia in those times, and especially to this day as well, they cover their heads. And they consider it to be shameful for a person to be outside with his head uncovered. That's their culture. The Prophet ﷺ, it's not something that he abolished. It's not something that he warned from. It's not something he told them not to do. But actually he supported it through his actions. And that is, he covered his head, ﷺ. And his head was not uncovered unless it was an instance in which his head had to be uncovered. Such as Hajj or Umrah when he was younger, so on and so forth. So therefore, the general concept is that shyness, modesty, Muslim identification, and things like this, these are all things that are objectives of the deen. They're all things which are objectives of the religion that a Muslim should try to fulfill. So therefore, covering the head. But a person says, I don't have on a kufi or a turban or ghutra or shimagh or any other type of traditional Muslim headdress. So it doesn't have to be from Saudi Arabia. It doesn't have to be from Hijaz. Any type of head covering that's known to the Muslims. In Africa, North Africa, West Africa, South Africa, East Africa, Indonesia, Malaysia, what's known to the Muslims, this is how they cover their heads. A person says, I don't have that, I'm not wearing that, I want to wear a baseball cap. So from one aspect, my head is covered. But from another aspect, I have on a baseball cap. Is it haram to wear a baseball cap? As long as the baseball cap does not include a logo or an emblem or a signal that is against the Kitab and the Sunnah, it's not haram to wear a baseball hat. It's not haram to wear a baseball hat. If it's a letter, if it's an image of something, as far as something that's haram, with regards to tasweer, with regards to religious symbols, a cross, things of superstition, many teams, many logos, things like this, then that's one thing. But if it's just a baseball hat that doesn't include an image or a logo that's not against the Kitab and Sunnah, it's not haram to wear a baseball hat. Is it a means of imitating the kuffar? You can't wear a baseball hat? We can't necessarily say that. We can't necessarily say that it's haram for a person to have on a baseball hat. So therefore, if you want to make salah and you wish to cover your head and not pray with your head uncovered, perhaps it's best to put on a baseball hat. If you have the ability to wear a kufi or something of the dress of the Muslims, of course that's better. Of course that's better. Wallahu a'lam.